The Brethren of Chaos podcast.
Hello, welcome to the next episode. What are you laughing at? Welcome to the next episode of the Brethren of Chaos podcast. I don't know what episode it is, as usual.
But obviously.
Yep. Oh, there's a voice coming in there. Who's that? Cal's not here.
Carl's left, that's why. Carl has left the podcast.
No.
So
No.
We need to tell him.
Oh,
Steve,
no.
Carl has left the podcast, sadly.
No.
And I am now sitting in for Carl for the... Not for long, just until
You've
the
spawned
replacement.
in.
Yeah.
No, Cal's not
He was
left.
voted out by the viewers. There was an Instagram poll and Carl was voted out.
Well, that's not true. Cal
So
just
hashtag
Cal
Cal's it.
Cal just can't make it because we're struggling for time. I think that's what it is. I think
Yeah.
nobody's syncing up with what is it, free time?
Carl's just sinking. The ship has sank for Carl, which is very relevant to the topic.
So, but Simon is it seems to be available.
Yes.
Seems to does nothing at all in his life.
I do everything. That's the thing.
Too
That's the
much.
opposite. I do everything.
And he decided to step in for this one, this
Yeah.
mad episode. We both done our research, haven't we?
Yes. Well, I just watched the thing that you told me to
documentary
watch.
that I
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it and I was like, oh, that'd be perfect for an episode. That.
Did you not have this backlogged? Was this not a?
No.
Oh shit.
It's just random, plucked it out.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
At least I'm happy to be on one where I've actually done research this time.
You're not a car
I'm not
pelican.
thrown in the middle of like some mad fucking. I don't even know what was the last one. I don't know.
Napoleon?
Oh yeah, God.
Oh yeah, we should tell the listeners. Yeah, that's where you're on Napoleon one. So this isn't your first time.
Oh yeah. Three. I've done three. This is the third one.
Is it? No.
What was the first one?
No,
No, it
you
wasn't
did-
Napoleon.
It
It was
was?
Was it? I don't know.
You know
memory's
why?
not the best, is it? As we know this.
No, it's because when you listen to him, you think you're there.
That's just the beauty of the Brethren of Chaos.
You think you're
And that
in the
is the selling
studio.
point of Brethren of Chaos. No, I've definitely been on two, haven't I? Have I not?
You might have. I don't know. I don't know myself.
I don't know.
It's
I
already,
don't
already
clue.
fucking spiraling. My head's gone.
I've got a good story though. That doesn't help my case of you think I have dementia though.
Okay. Oh wait, we should tell the viewers. So
Oh yeah, you do. I don't even know what.
me and Simon have been doing a lot, haven't we, past few weeks?
Yeah.
And
Busy bees.
been watching Tonga play Rugby World Cup. Unbelievable experience.
With the Tongans dancing around.
Yes. Literally with the Tonga.
Getting sweets thrown at us by some Tongan.
Them fat necks. What we doing? Gigs, comedy nights. Been to the comedy night, Tank Comedy Night.
That's very good.
Amazing.
Very good.
Paul, who was on one of the previous episodes, the owner of Tank, puts this comedy night on. Is so good.
Get down. Get down.
Every Thursday, last Thursday of the month.
Yeah.
So we've been doing all sorts, but I've started to notice.
No, I said it to you.
Oh, yeah,
But I said it in a bad way.
Did you?
It
sounded like
sounded-
you were just opening up
It
it.
sounded like I
Like you were
on the
struggling.
start of getting dementia. That's what it sounded
Simon cannot remember anything. Literally, like sometimes you'd be halfway through the conversation. Like,
No, it's not. It's not that
No,
bad.
there was a
It's
point.
not that bad.
There was a point in Tank where we were talking to what was it, Kath?
Oh yeah. See, that's
And-
alcohol. I had a few drinks. I told you this. It's when I
Literally-
drink, I couldn't remember what we were
Every
talking about.
like we're having a good conversation, a long conversation about her life.
See, it was long.
and-
That's
Every minute or every 2 minutes of the story, Simon would say something like he's not remembered what the story was.
I hadn't. Well, maybe I just don't care.
You just staring off and
Honestly,
nodding.
Don't care.
Yeah, oh, I need to say something now.
Yeah. Well, no, it's when I drink. I've noticed. I had only had 2 beers though.
Well,
that was bad, wasn't it? Because
Yeah,
you kept
well-
looking like, what? We just talked about this. Like, fucking hell. But
But it happens when you're not drinking.
yeah, it happened. The last 2 days, I've had multiple
Multiple
I've got
attacks.
multiple instances. Once a day I've had, right? But
Go on. What's
this
happened?
one is like mental. I was questioning my own like sanity when this one happened. So it was like yesterday after uni.
Yeah.
I was getting the train. Also, there's another two-parter to this one. My bad memory. So I finished.
It's doubled up, is it?
Did 2 in one night. So I went to Victoria train station, and the train's at like 8:20, and I got there at 8.
In the morning?
No,
No,
I'm
night.
coming home.
Oh, yeah.
So I get there like at 8. I've got 20 minutes to wait.
Yeah.
So I'm just chilling. And there's like armed police. They've got like fully auto guns walking around. And I was like, what the fuck's going on?
What's happening here?
I thought, is there a bomb threat or something? But it's just like
You were just sat
Man
there.
City were on, so like for some reason they had
City.
like, proper. What are they gonna do? Shoot someone dead?
Don't know.
Why
Like
would they
a
have-
fan who's going crazy,
Well, let's just
celebrating.
shoot- well, just arrest him. Headshot. Anyway, so I've got 20 minutes, so I'm sat there, not at the platform,
Yeah.
just in the waiting bit, like doing a bit of people watching. And at 15 minutes gone by, and I thought, right, I'll go to the platform. So I get my phone out to go through. I'm like, platform 14. I'm like, Victoria only has 6 platforms. So I'm at the wrong station. I was meant to go to Piccadilly, and I've had a ticket. I'd already bought
You
the
had
ticket.
the ticket for the station,
Piccadilly, yeah. I bought it on my phone like hours before.
and you've gone to
I
Victoria.
went to Victoria, and I was sat there. I was like, fuck. There's not even any trains going from here to like Liverpool.
And you've been sat there for 15
minutes just looking at these people with fucking guns like some kid. And then I was like, I'm going to have to walk to Piccadilly.
Yeah. Can you not
So-
get the train to Piccadilly?
No. Oh, yeah, I could have.
Did you forget?
If I didn't have a ticket. Oh, I could have actually, yeah. No, it was in an hour, so I thought
Yeah, I
I may as
get
well
it, yeah.
walk, so I'm just going to be sat there for an hour.
Get your steps in.
So I get there and I wait there for a bit, and then I get on the platform, right? And this train is leaving at like 18 minutes past 9. It comes at like 16 minutes past, whatever.
Mm.
And that this platform at Piccadilly is like the platform's in the middle and the trains are on either side.
Yeah.
So you get one there and one there.
Okay.
And it comes on like, I'm on platform 14, it comes. And I get on and I sit window side. So I'm looking, the window is where the platform's just got on.
I get you. Yeah.
So I'm just the first seat right there,
Yeah.
looking out the window. I'm like, oh, it's going to go in a minute. I was like messaging you or something. I was messaging some other people, right?
Yeah.
And like, it hadn't gone for like 5 minutes, and I was like, oh fuck, they're always fucking delayed, these bastard trains. So I'm just like chilling, but it's dead silent, it's really quiet, and we're all just on our phones, or people are just staring into the abyss, and like we're just there. And then it's like, it gets to like in the 20s, 20 past. It's supposed to leave at 18.
Yeah. So it's getting
And it's
on.
getting
isn't
like
it?
25. I'm like, fucking hell, there's no announcement or anything, nothing's happening. And it gets to almost 1:30, and like it's still not gone. And I'm looking around like, what the fuck?
And there's other people there.
We're all sat here, yeah,
Yeah.
but like, people just on the like, no one's asked.
Yeah, I
So
get
I'm
you.
just like, oh fucking hell! It's like, it's all my sister. She needs to pick me up at this time. So I'm looking around,
Yeah.
and the like electronic thing
Well,
that
wait.
says like, this is the train to.
Yeah.
That was like, it has like a generic message just going round and round, and I'm like, oh my god, like there's no announcement. And I look, and like the doors are still open. Like the you get on.
Yeah.
But they're on the other side. The ones on the other side are open.
For the other train.
The other side of like the train.
Oh, because it's in the there's a platform on the other side.
No.
No.
So they're open. I'm like, why the fuck?
Oh, I
Why
get
have they
you.
got them open? And I'm looking, and it's like just a tiny little like walkway with a white wall. That's all that's facing out this door.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? And like I look out the window, and it's just black. Like there's no. So I was looking at the platform.
Yeah.
And now I look out, and there's nothing. It's just it's like I'm in a tunnel, but I'm obviously not in a tunnel. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what?
What are you like?
Listen to it. So I was like looking like, what the fuck? Like what? I was just looking at the platform, and now there's nothing there. It's just it's like just I'm just looking at like the reflection of the inside of the train.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But also I'm looking at the reflection of like the outside of the train. That's also there.
What?
So I was like, what am I looking at? 'Cause it's dead confusing.
What the
There's
hell
something.
are
It's
you on
like
about here?
listen to this, it's mad. Like the train is reflecting off something, and I can see all of us on the there's two reflections on the window, and I can't get my head around. I'm like, I didn't get onto that side. Why are they open?
Yeah.
And why is it just black? We've not moved. I'm like,
That
I'm
literally
looking
sounds like
around.
you've been drugged, eh?
I'm looking around like everyone else just sat there normal. I'm starting to get like, what? Where are we? Like, where am I? I don't know where I am. I wasn't like that. Like I'm not like I've just woke up, but I'm like, this isn't like what's got. And then like I'm looking at the reflection, and it starts moving, and it's another train. So I was just looking at this train, like what the fuck? Where's the platform gone? like freaking out on the train, like where the hell? Like,
People like looking at you, side eyeing at you. Like,
no one was on it. So this train went, and then I could see the platform, and I was like, but there wasn't a track. I got on from this side. You know what I mean? So
I
I'm
see
like,
what you
what?
mean, yeah.
And we've just, I'm looking for a while, then I realised we're at Manchester, so we've just gone to the next station. But I like messaging. I've
You
just
didn't
not
even
realised that we've left. So I've just like looked up. But it must have been the smoothest train ever.
You had
I didn't
no
even hear
idea.
the door shut or anything. No. I looked up and I was like, when the fuck did we get here?
Your mind's gone.
What's
Your
that?
mind is gone.
Oh god, it was, and that's the same one. The guy got on the phone and he ordered 15 litres of garlic
I remember
mayo.
you saying that, yeah. 15 litres. So, if you're ordering 15 litres of garlic mayo out loud on a phone.
Dead loud, because there's no one else, but he was like Spanish and he was speaking dead loud. He was like, get the money out of the safe, put it on the side, right next to it, garlic mayo, 15 litres. And he was like, ketchup, 1 litre. And I was like, what the fuck? Well, nobody was like, nobody on this train like moved the whole time. I was just like,
It's because they're all...
am I dreaming? Is this like...
It's like, have you ever seen the film Jacob's Ladder?
No.
Right, in Jacob's Ladder, it's what's his name? The guy at Shawshank. Tim Robbins, is it?
I don't know which one.
The name guy. Anyway, he's suffering PTSD, and he starts spiraling. It was the one I was telling you about, where he's in like New York or in the city, and he starts spiraling, and his grip on reality starts going, and you don't know what's real or not. I swear down. What you've described there, you're describing scenes from that film.
God. Right, and then today, I got on the bus to go to the train station.
Yeah.
And the bus, it was like packed. I don't know why. It was like 12:15. It was packed, and it made me miss the train. But I knew I'd missed it because I like looking at the time.
Yeah.
I was like, I fucking missed that now. And the next one's on in an hour. So I was like, I'll just stay on the bus and go home. So like, I just rode the bus for an hour and a half in like, the full circuit,
full loop,
and then went home. I was like, what am I doing? It's like the most pointless thing.
What is going on with your life?
I was supposed to go to the dentist today and I forgot. So it's all just like caving in. I think I'm doing too much.
Is that what it is?
I think too many plans.
They're
all interlocking. I don't know what's going on.
You haven't banged your head, have you?
Not that I know. I've not been drinking, so.
No.
Yeah, last few days.
It's all going.
God knows what's going on.
See what the weekend's
Had a
like.
nice trip on the bus.
Well,
so yeah, that was creepy. That was really bad. That train one was fucking.
I seriously think you should go to your local GP.
But I've recently got a phone, haven't I? And I think I've just distracted.
What?
I think I was just so distracted. Because
everybody else has got phones.
Yeah, but they're
not doing loops on the bus.
Yeah, but I didn't have one for like 2 weeks. So I've just been looking out the window, haven't I? On the train, that's all I can do. So now I'm not. I don't know. I didn't even know you're moving.
Now you don't know where you are.
Just waking up on like park benches.
Right. Anyway,
So, yeah.
that is ridiculous, and I think there's something wrong with you, Simon.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Maybe you should start back drinking
Maybe that's it. No, what I did on the weekend.
on the weekend.
Oh no, I mean when we went. Yesterday, wasn't it? No, it gets worse if I drink.
Oh, you got
It's just the last few days been bad.
Yeah, been bad with
Weird.
plans.
They've been weird, not bad. Strange. Strange happenings.
Very peculiar.
Yeah.
Weird vibes.
Nothing weird happened with you
No, I'm
since yesterday.
I'm all clean, fully clean. Nothing to report.
Just wait. Wait. Sneak up on you.
My mind feels sharp. Been doing Sudokus every night.
Oh, I've been doing them recently, actually. My sister got a book.
A big
And
book.
we've just been doing.
It's fucking class.
I do one and she does one.
Yeah, switch over.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what you need to do more of. Do a crossword. Game of chess.
I think I'm alright.
Do you reckon?
I think you're fine. Just one of them weeks. Just one of them weeks. Just one of them crazy weeks.
Anyway.
Well, yeah. Let's get on to the.
So, today's episode. Blackbeard. Legendary pirate. Yarr. He's the biggest one, isn't he? Is he?
I think he's the only one I know. Probably Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow.
I don't know any.
Blackbeard's in Pirates of the Caribbean,
He
isn't
is,
he?
yeah. He's in like the third one or something. They go to that weird island, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not Tortuga, but the
Go to Tonga.
other one, and he's sat there. He goes to Tonga.
Partying. So,
God, do you want to kick us off? Or
Blackbeard. So, we're talking the golden age of piracy. Pirates, which... What a tragedy not to be alive in.
Well, it was that short.
Yeah, when you
It was like it's
20 years.
like the maddest like time, but it was like they stomped that out quick, didn't they? Just like fuck this.
That would have been fucking class, though, wouldn't it?
It would have been well good.
Well, we'll get into it, but
Yeah.
So Blackbeard, they say he was born in. Oh no, he lived in Bristol, didn't he?
Yeah, well,
But they don't really know.
But yeah, well,
Shrouded
the
in
whole
mystery.
thing of this, no one really knows. So it's all
all
like,
legend.
it's all just made up. I know. I believe he was a person, but like,
I think it's true. I think
most of it is. But they love adding stuff in, don't they, to make it seem like. Oh.
See, yeah, because he was a legend, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, not
Well,
legend.
word of mouth would have got like.
Yeah,
would have
built him
over
up.
exaggerated it, wouldn't
But so Bristol was a big port, wasn't it, back then?
it?
On the Channel coast,
Yeah.
everybody coming in and going. So he was. But what was his name? Charles Johnson. No, that's not
What?
him. No, fuck
Edward Teach.
that. Edward Teach.
Teach. That doesn't sound like a pirate.
No,
Glad he changed his
you-
name.
yeah.
Blackbeard.
you're not swinging onto decks.
Stop right there. Yes, I'm Edward Teach.
Mr. Teach. So born 1680.
Yeah.
I've got nothing to gauge in that time. What can we say? What was going on in 1680?
I don't have a clue.
I feel like the
Not a clue.
1600s and 1700s are like a blank spot for
Just a
me in
weird,
history.
weird time.
Weird.
Just like
Everybody's sat on trains.
finding out
Don't
what's
know where they're
going
going.
on, yeah. Stumbling onto ships.
So he's born in Bristol, 1680, around 1680, we think. And Bristol at the time was part of a big part of the slave trade.
Oh, I missed this bit.
Yeah, big. Did you?
Oh, I skipped over this bit.
Don't want anything to do with that.
Seem to have missed this bit.
But yeah, I think Bristol. I think all of them were really the big ports.
Yeah. Well, that's how like a few of them ended up being pirates, isn't it? Just doing that, and then you're like, fuck this.
Fuck this,
Fuck
we're-
this.
We're going crazy.
I want to go on the ship.
So there we go. So that what I was going to say was Charles Johnson. We should mention he wrote that. Did you hear that book?
Oh,
A General History of the Pirates.
Yeah.
Now-
Did you have a Google of that and
I was-
find it something?
I was having a look at that. He looks fucking mental.
You should get that.
So this guy basically wrote a book, literally of the title, A General History of the Pirates. And he said, I think he wrote it in 1724. So that was like towards the end of the golden age of piracy. But yeah, literally just fucking, what is it? Like a fucking spreadsheet of all the pirates and what they were doing and all the
Essay
story.
for pirates. I should have googled that. I did see that, but I didn't bother.
That'll be a good book to have, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What are you reading there?
Oh, just the it's like a big like folder.
300 years old.
Just a brief history of the pirates. Don't mind me.
But that's where a lot of the stories and the facts come from, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what in that
Where
documentary.
did you get it all from?
Well, they say there's an argument saying this Charles Johnson was he wasn't a real person. It was an amalgamation.
It was an idea.
He was a process.
Concept, man.
He was an amalgamation of other historians at the time. Who came together and put the book together with their own research.
Oh, so it's come from everywhere. It's come from all different places.
That's what they think. Or it could have just been Mr. Charles Johnson who just studied the
Just made it up.
That's
Writing
exactly.
fables.
In a tavern. Listen to this.
Off his head on rum. Oh, right about pirates. Waking up at different train stations.
Doing loops with the
Where am I?
bus.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving on. Edward Teach, Blackbeard. So he was supposed to have worked on, because he was born in Bristol. The guess he was probably went on
He
to-
was born in Bristol. He was made in the Bahamas. He was made on.
They say he went straight onto working for all the ships, because he would when you're back then as a kid. What is it? Chimney sweep.
There's nothing else to do. Well,
Shoe shine.
they said he was always milling about, but I don't know how they'd know that around the
The
port and
shipyard.
that. It's like,
Who's
how
this,
do you know
who's
that?
this kid
You're
here?
hearing all the story. Who told you that?
Thing is, though,
It
Bristol,
probably was though. It was a
Brist-
kid running around.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Well, that's what they had, didn't they? All the shipmates and the little,
Yeah.
What
Little
did-
stowaways.
get on.
Hiding on there.
So they had
If you were homeless as well, I'd do that.
Yeah, get on a ship, travel the world, see all sorts.
Well,
It's better than sat in
what
fucking
they
Bristol.
just drop you off though, don't they? The next place, just get you off.
Stuck in like
Stuck.
Cape Town.
Yeah. Stranded somewhere, still homeless
that's
as
what you
well.
want.
Like, oh, fuck.
That's what you want, though.
I guess you could just move around a bit.
Yeah.
So you'll find somewhere.
I'd rather be homeless around the world than homeless under a bridge in Bristol.
But it's better to be homeless then than it is now, I'd say.
Do you reckon?
Well, it's all IDs and stuff now, isn't it? Like, you can't get a job without having a postcode. Back then, you could just go up and go, I'll work for you. Like, all right, yeah, come on.
And then you get killed.
And you get,
You get
but
stabbed.
it's fun though, isn't it? Yeah, but now why don't you just die on the streets here?
I know what you mean, yeah. I know what you mean.
I'd rather be homeless then.
Anyway, they had back then it was called privateers, which were basically like private contract like ship. They weren't like sailors.
I thought they were like
under the army. They were like private contract for the government, and that's what the main thing that doing all the slave trade and going around, traveling around in these big fucking galleons. Is that what they're called? They're called privateers.
Yeah.
So he would have worked for one of them, most likely, as a kid. That's what they would have done. So the difference between a privateer and a pirate are nearly the same. It's just a privateer.
A few little letters.
Privateer is basically you're working under a government.
Yeah.
The government's paying you to fucking sack some other government's ship or take this or do that. Whereas pirates, you're working on your own.
Just a lone wolf. But he did that in the war, did he?
Yeah, so there was loads of wars, wasn't there, in America? The Queen Anne's War.
Yeah.
That was British colonialists versus French in America. There was another war, wasn't there, in the Caribbean?
Oh, I don't know. I just got that one. Queen's Anne.
Yeah,
Queen Anne's War, that's
the
all
Queen,
that,
yeah. Which they say is the name for his shit.
It is indeed.
But I found out something else. Well, I'll get to that. But
what is it? The possible two names?
Yeah.
I remember that, but I didn't write it down, so I don't remember it. Or maybe I did. I don't know. We'll find out.
So as a young age, he was working with these privateers. There was a few wars going on around the Caribbean and all that. And there's another word, buccaneers. I've heard that before.
Buccaneers.
So basically, that's the name for pirates who operated in the Caribbean. That was their name, the Buccaneers.
Well, so just they were the ones that were just called that.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Buccaneers.
Don't know where it came. I think it was French. I think it came back. But like, if you're a pirate in like fucking, I don't know, Scandinavia,
You'd have another word.
you'd have another name for you.
Have a slur for them.
Norse pirate.
Beards.
So these pirates or these privateers and all that. After the wars stopped, you kind of ran your contract out, haven't you? And
Yeah,
that's what you said.
Jobless.
Where people carried on. You like carry on doing the pirating, but you're not doing it under the contract of the government.
Oh yeah, you're just
fucking
anyway.
doing it yourself because they're jobless, like you say. Like they've got nothing else to do.
Well, loads of them did that. I think they went to the Bahamas. They just went straight to the Bahamas. You know how weird's that now? That's like a nice holiday destination, isn't it?
Right,
It's the Bahamas.
Back then, it was full of fucking
Pirates everywhere, partying.
peg leg people.
You would be quite tempted to do that, wouldn't you?
I would do that if I was in that situation.
I'll go and have a look at least.
Yeah, go
I don't
over
have
there.
to join him. I'll go and see what's going on.
There's loads of forts. It was all forts. That's how it was on the islands.
Was it? Did they just?
It wasn't like a country or like places.
Yeah.
It was just forts on the coast.
What
like
the pirates had set up?
Well, like that people were living at in the Caribbean.
Oh, right, okay.
It wasn't like like they say Jamaica.
Yeah.
It wasn't like go to Jamaica. It was like you go to the fort on the coast.
Oh, that's okay.
And there's loads of different forts.
So they just said, let's go to this fort. They wouldn't say, let's go to Jamaica for an holiday.
Because I think it was always like switching, like Jamaica was always switching, or not Jamaica, but them islands were always switching ownership.
Yeah.
Nobody
Names
really
were
owned
slightly
it.
changing
Yeah.
and stuff.
But, so he did that as a young age. And at the end of the war, he's fucking, milling around. He
This is the end of so that's 1713, isn't it?
1713. That's it, yeah.
The end of the war.
And he goes to Jamaica to do pirating. Oh no,
Jamaica.
Does he go to Jamaica?
He went to the Bahamas.
Yeah, he went to
He went to
Bahamas. It's all the same, isn't it?
To find that brethren thing, didn't he?
That's it. So, operating at the Bahamas on their own accord was, what was it called? The Brethren of the...
Brethren of the Coast. Which is very fitting for this.
Think of them in the bars all drinking. They had their own, like, fucking way of living.
I can't imagine them in bars, though.
in a what's like them
in a nightclub. It's like, woo, shooting the pistols,
an eye
dude,
patch.
dude, yeah.
Well, that's it. So they had I was going to talk about the weapon as well. You mentioned the pistols, the cutlass. That was the main weapon. You know the sword, the curved sword.
Oh yeah.
That
the
was
classic pirate sword.
That's it. That was what I was going to say. So he and all them at that time, 1713, would have had the cutlass, which was like it was short, a short blade, because interestingly enough, you don't want a long blade when you're fighting on a ship.
Yeah, it's all dead like
close combat,
bumping into you,
hitting like the fucking ceiling of the cabin and all that. Yeah. It was single edged, and it had like a big guard on the front, like covering the hand.
Yeah.
So you could grab around and move, climb on the ropes and stuff.
Oh yeah, and it won't fall off.
It won't fall
it's like
off.
Hooked to you.
Yeah. So that was the cutlass, the classic fucking.
I've got like a wooden replica of one of these.
Oh, I should have brought it down.
But it's like small as well.
Oh, perfect.
Sat here with a sword.
Raiding.
Yeah.
So he's in the Bahamas, and he at some point, I think it was it 1716? Is that some dates you've got?
I've got 1716 here. I don't know what you're gonna say though.
He meets Benjamin.
Oh yeah.
Horn of Gold. What?
Wait, Horn of Gold. Horny for gold, pretty much. That's like the most pirate fucking thing. The way it's spelled as well, it's like horny gold.
Horny gold.
Like, what the fuck? He was just made to be a pirate.
It's as somebody,
horny for gold.
Or is somebody having everybody off there?
Someone's laughing their head off. It's that guy who wrote the fucking...
Charles Johnson.
He's laughing his head off. That's had a joke in there.
So
that's funny. That.
So this Edward Teach Blackbeard meets Benjamin Horny Gold.
Yeah.
Horn of Gold. Benjamin Horn of Gold was like a legendary pirate, wasn't he? Around that era.
He was like the guy
the main dude.
Yeah.
He had
the
a big squad of goons.
Yeah.
Load of cutlasses, fucking going around doing all his business, and he liked Edward Teach, aka Blackbeard. Should we just say Blackbeard? Yeah.
Yeah, it's very annoying. Saying Teach is not the same, is it? Saying Blackbeard.
He liked Blackbeard.
Doing that voice off the documentary as well.
Blackbeard.
He sounded weird, didn't he?
Oh yeah. So
Blackbeard.
Basically, so we watched this documentary on him on YouTube, a History Channel one. And the guy fucking narrating it.
It's like they've got a pirate to narrate, isn't it?
I can imagine. I could picture him like speaking into the microphone.
Yeah, like dead. Like he's had loads of cigars and stuff over the years, and like loads of rum.
Bag of gravel for breakfast.
Yeah. What a guy. I was almost falling asleep towards him there, listening to him. I was like, oh,
slipping
God,
into,
stop taking notes towards you. I was like, fuck this. I'll listen to this guy.
Going into the fucking pirate dreams.
Yeah, it's great.
So he meets Benjamin Horn of Gold, and Horn of Gold likes Blackbeard because he's obviously grown up, and Blackbeard's got an aura about him of like, obviously
he's dead like, because he's been like the Navy or whatever, the army or whatever.
Yeah, he knows that.
He's like tactical, isn't he?
Yeah, that's it.
That's smart.
He knows the ins and outs.
Yeah.
How to go about
he wasn't just like a petty criminal.
No.
He knew what he was doing, this guy.
This guy's going to go on to be a leader. So, Blackbeard joins Benjamin Horn of Gold as basically like an apprentice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gets an apprenticeship.
I wouldn't mind that now.
Apprenticeship.
Go on, St. Helens College.
To a pirate. Yeah. Send you off to the Caribbean. Give you a cutlass.
I've got no data here.
So that was 1716, and for a year they basically travelled around doing a lot of fucking goonage, gesturing, weren't they?
Fucking everyone up, weren't they?
Like, so some of the big prizes were in Havana, Cuba. They took a massive ship of flour. That was one of the things they took. Like that was a good, but it was loads of flour. It was like a good steal.
They just sell it?
I think
what
so.
Are they gonna do
well, one of the things.
Bread?
Well, I was looking. One of the things is they didn't. It wasn't like they were just taking gold and treasure and all that. You know, like the usual.
Well, it wasn't actually very often that
they get treasure
because it's like trade routes. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So not like.
So most of the stuff they're pulling up on the ships. It's all like fucking
all that kind of stuff.
Commodities, wheat,
fucking
rum,
coffee,
medicine. That's what they're getting.
Yeah.
So there was. So
what year? What year are we on now? 1716.
1716, 1717.
Yeah.
So some of the big prizes they got was big ship of flour from Havana. That must have paid good. In Bermuda, they got a ship full of wine.
Oh my God!
You think they just drank all that?
Yeah. I bet they were more happy. Like, yes.
And I think a ship coming from Madeira as well. They took a load of wine. So they're
Well,
obviously alcoholics.
that's why they're always hammered. Then. That makes sense. Doesn't it? 'Cause I always thought, like, where are they getting all this fucking alcohol from?
Well, one of the things is with pirates, to keep the water safe, they'd mix it with rum. We'd mix it with alcohol.
Oh,
Stop it going like stale and
going
fucking,
off pretty much.
Yeah.
Smart,
but rum was their choice of fucking thing to mix it with.
Always hammered.
Yeah.
There's just no escape, is there?
Because where do you get you get water from on the ship? Can't be drinking seawater, can't you?
Wait till it rains. You see all the bloody
big
time.
barrel.
Just wait. Open your mouth like every night.
So that was 1716, 1717.
Wait, did you get much on this Hornigold though? Did you write any notes on him?
Not that much. Have you got
I've got a little bit. If you want me to
go on, yeah.
cut in there.
Divulge.
So he established like the Republic of Pirates.
What?
So like that.
What is that?
That's like the fucking. Have you seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah,
When
yeah.
he goes to that island.
And there's all
It
pirates.
was literally that. It was ran by pirates, and it was like the government was pirates. So he helped establish that between 1730 and 1717.
So that
So,
was like the
what the
time of Blackbeard coming in, was
yeah.
it?
So he was like, but Blackbeard's with him, and they set like I think he set it up before he
Yeah.
But Blackbeard ended up being like one of the main people there. So he set up a fucking like.
How do you even go about doing that?
So, but it was all like.
So they all just drinking
They could all
and partying?
vote. No, they could all vote for like who's captain of the ship.
Lovely
like,
democracy.
Yeah, it like worked as well. Like
A nice socialist environment.
there you go. So that's what he did. He probably did all right there.
Well, he was a legend, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was a big time, big name, Benjamin Hornigold.
It was set up with
Benji.
a few others, but I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Think of all the pirates fucking... They've got like... They don't want to be going back, don't they, to like Bristol or anything?
Just stop off there and like boast about all
yeah,
your
all your
goods.
stories.
Imagine like, 'cause you'd make loads of mates, wouldn't you? You're just messing around.
I think that's all you're doing is fucking
Go back.
talking to
Oh,
people.
right, mate. How did you get all that shit? Oh, they killed half the crew, but you know,
Where have you been for the past 6 months?
got a load of sugar.
A load of flour.
It's like he's all like white, covered in flour. I fell into all the flour, mate. So
I think you're definitely meeting people, aren't you? With a life like that. If you're a pirate,
oh my,
how many people...
That's all it ever is, isn't it?
think you're on your ship as well with like a load of people for like a few weeks at a time. All
But
you do is just like telling
I
stories.
I thought stupidly, because I like Pirates of the Caribbean, it's like 50 people. It's like hundreds per ship, isn't it? Like working it. I never
all
realised
singing on the deck.
I never realised how many people actually fucking ran a
Big
ship.
country on the ship.
Yeah. What else have I got on him? So he was captain of this horny for gold was the captain of like one of the most heavily armed ships, the
Yeah.
Ranger.
The Ranger.
That's what it was.
Load
And
of
then I've got-
cannons.
I've got other stuff, but we'll get on to that
Yeah.
later. Well, that'll sink back in later.
So we talked about done a few facts on the pirates, the cutlass.
Yeah.
Another few things I found was they had the eye patch.
Oh yeah.
Like it was a common thing, and you're thinking, why was there some people with a missing eye?
Oh wait, I've heard this. They don't have a missing
They
eye.
don't
do
have,
they?
yeah, no.
Is it for like the vision or something?
Well, I thought that. What one I seen was, which I thought it was for the looking at the telescope.
Oh wait,
Go on, have you got it?
is it if they go into the lower deck?
That's it,
you
yeah.
just switch it to night
Yeah.
vision. Have you ever done this?
No.
I've done it.
Does it work?
So you get up in the night, you need a piss.
Yeah.
Keep one eye shut as like hard as you can,
Yeah.
and then turn the light on when you're going for like a wee.
Yeah.
And then you come out, turn the light off, and switch eyes, and it works.
And
You've
you
got
can-
night vision
and
that
you can
eye,
see.
so it's back to like you can see
yeah,
all the
'cause
objects.
it's not. It's like not adjusting to the other
No,
light,
no,
isn't
so
it?
that's what I've done it a few times, and I'm like, oh, this is... And then you flip between eye, and it goes like pitch black, to, like vision.
Well, it was such important then on them ships because you think you're sailing around fucking Bahamas and Jamaica and all that.
Yeah.
What is the sun going to be like? It's beating down on top of the deck, isn't
Oh,
it?
right,
It's
yeah.
dead bright, and then you're going under
Pitch
deck
black.
to pitch black almost. It's like you're going from both extremes. It's not like you're just going from a bit of light
Like,
to a bit of
just
dark.
getting
You're going
that,
to
yeah.
extremes there.
Yeah.
So they'd have the eye patch on, covering one eye. One eye's always adjusted to the dark. Go down below deck, switch the eye patch over.
But do you reckon they all had it then?
Well, it's a thing, isn't it? That they
It's a
a
very
known
famous
thing,
thing,
yeah.
isn't it? But there must have been some that were like, your job is to come, the ones that need to go up and down all the time.
yeah,
There's not the captains like fucking around going down,
yeah.
bringing up supplies as he's too busy.
So that was one of the facts I found. What else was there? Another one was saying they were all definitely gay as well.
What? That's not a fact. That's not all.
No, they weren't gay, but they all had gay marriage.
What?
Because most of them didn't settle down and marry.
Yeah.
With a wife and all that, 'cause they're just fucking going around in ships. They'd partner up with a person who they work with,
Right, go on, we'll get married.
and like get married. Even though I don't understand how it worked in the eyes of the law in the fucking country.
Yeah.
But they get married, and then if one dies, the other person can have like share his.
Oh, that's quite smart, isn't it? That's claim
know,
to the. Well, what would
yeah.
be?
It's all
Surely,
that.
like that wouldn't be like legally binding though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because like, surely then obviously two men couldn't get married. Wasn't that long ago you couldn't do that here. So.
What else do they have there?
Well, did you find the name for what they call a flag? Like the pirate
Oh,
flag.
he's like Jolly or something like that.
Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger.
What the fuck is it called that for?
So they had the famous pirate flag, which is like a skull and crossbones.
Yeah.
They called it the Jolly
Roger.
Roger. And that's what they had, didn't they, to show that we're fucking
Yeah. Well,
pirates.
they had like slight different things, but it was always like black and
Yeah.
some kind of skeleton.
That's and do you hear about the red flags?
No.
So if you're just on your ship, no, you're not a pirate.
Yeah.
You see the ship coming over. Oh, it's pirates. They've got the Jolly Roger flag. They mean business. But if you seen the ship coming over and a red flag, it meant all of yous are getting killed no matter what.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's why the pirates put, because they had the
Fuck
normal
that.
they had the normal fucking Jolly Roger flag.
Yeah.
It could mean anything. It could mean it doesn't mean they're going to attack you. They could just stop.
They've just left it up.
Yeah, that's it.
You left that up.
They probably stop and talk or whatever.
Yeah.
But we have the red flag. It means we're going to fight you,
kill you.
and we're not going to even spare any of you. You're all getting killed.
Well, that's weird because they said a lot of them
The
didn't
blood
actually
flag.
kill people, did they?
That's it. Yeah.
Because they were like, we just want your shit. So if you surrender, we'll just take it and get on the way.
Well, that's what they say about Blackbeard, didn't it? We'll get to that.
Oh yeah.
So we're at Benjamin Hornigold does that.
So we're 1717 now.
1717.
Yeah.
At the end, so he's travelling all around the Caribbean. At the end of the year, he's with Hornigold. He travels back to the West Indies, where that was another big. It wasn't a big battle actually, but it was a big moment where have you seen about the French ship?
Yeah.
La Concorde. So they stopped this big French ship, and it was a massive slave ship. It had 500 slaves on it.
Oh, but I missed that bit, did it?
Yeah.
I seem to have missed all the slave bit. I just ignore that bit.
No, this wasn't
irrelevant.
This wasn't on the documentary. Like.
Oh, right. Anything to do with like slaves and racism? Oh, I just blank it out.
Doesn't bother me.
No, I didn't know about that.
So
It's a good lad, this one.
So this La Concorde, it had 500 slaves, 16 cannons, which was a fair bit for a ship of that time. And so Hornigold and Blackbeard went over and they fired 2 shots at them, 2 cannon shots, and the French immediately like fucking surrendered.
That's not like them.
I know.
French?
Wouldn't be expecting that.
Oh, that's weird.
So they bailed it and let them on board. So they took the ship back to Bakir. I don't know how you spell it. I don't know how you pronounce it. Bakir it is. One of the islands somewhere in the fucking Bahamas or Caribbean.
Somewhere.
And they basically dropped everybody off at the shore of this island. All the slaves included, as well as the French. Just dropped them at this place. Just
imagine how awkward that would have been straight away.
You all just like stood around.
All the slaves are looking at like the captors. Like,
what do you even do?
Was there anything on this island? Did it say? Was it just like a desert island?
Oh, it wasn't like I don't think it was like completely.
Well,
I think there must have been some forts or something.
Yeah.
But I remember reading about that. Like they dropped them all, like the slaves included, just on the shore.
See ya.
Get off. So and then they took that ship, and Hornigold gave it to Blackbeard.
Yeah.
And Blackbeard, because it was massive, Blackbeard wanted it and had good cannons and everything. And he named it the Queen Anne's Revenge.
Yeah.
Which is a cool name.
Yeah.
And we were saying about the name of the ship. So it was either so he's in the Queen Anne's War previously, before he started pirating. Now the Queen Anne was from France, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's named his new ship now, the Queen Anne's Revenge. Maybe
it was a French
because it was a
And
French
they
ship.
took it.
And
Yeah.
or the other one I was thinking, I read was the end of the Stuarts. There was he supported the Stuart House and wanted them back in power.
Yeah.
And the end line of that was some woman called Anne, who's supposed to have got in power and been queen. And he wanted that, like, you know, because everybody had, like, back then everybody supported, like, a house.
Yeah.
You know, like, fucking King's Line and all that. He supported the Stuarts, and he wanted them back in power, and they didn't get in power. And the last point of line was that Anne. I don't know if she
so
died
we
or something.
decided to call
So
it, like,
as like an honour to
her
her
revenge.
her revenge, the
Oh,
Queen
that's
Anne's
okay.
revenge. So that's one of the other
It
reasons.
could be
you
either of them.
Your pick, your listeners, you pick there.
Type in. Send
So-
it to us.
So he's
Send
got
it to
this.
Cal.
Send it to Cal.
Message Cal
let him
private,
deal
like,
with that.
DM Cal.
So he's got this massive ship now, Queen
Yeah.
Anne's Revenge, his big fucking pirate ship. So that was the end of 1717. And they basically go on to a big rampage then, don't they? What's
with this
your notes there?
fucking. Well, I've got the same thing. I had like a crew of 300 just for that ship.
Fucking picture
I had
300
like 40.
people.
Well, how many guns? I said 40
I
guns, but I don't know what.
he kitted it out even more.
He rigged
souped it up.
Pimped my ship.
Big spoiler on it.
Like neon lights in the water. Check out this. Like
Hydraulics.
hot tub.
A big.
They
basically went on like a
I've just
fucking-
got the next.
a pillaging rampage.
I've got wrote here. The next 30 months, he became a legend.
Yeah.
that's what I got wrote down.
There we go. So he fought this other ship.
But that is a smart move from him because he wanted the ship, didn't he?
Yeah.
Whereas Hornigold got all the treasure. He was like, "You can have that. Just
Yeah. Give
let me have the ship.
let
You
me
don't
have-
need that."
Yeah.
Like fucking genius, isn't he? Like,
Getting
he's
power,
like
isn't
thinking
he?
the long run there.
That's it. Building
Smart
up,
guy.
building his empire. So one of the ships he fucked over was the Great Allen.
The Great Alan.
It's actually Elaine.
It's actually just Alan. Honestly. They've added the Great.
That was one of the big ships he fucked over in this pillaging zone.
Yeah.
Another one was the HMS Scarborough, which had 30 cannons, and it was like a big war.
Proper like
Warship.
fight that one. Yeah.
And that was supposed to be a massive epic battle. And the HMS Scarborough eventually retreated. So fuck this.
I'm loving
I
this.
don't know how many hours into the fighting. So fucking
Half
I'm
the
gone.
crew dead. Just like,
Let's get out of here.
It's a shit way to die, isn't it? A big cannonball just nails you.
You just turn to mush.
Actually, it's just quick in it, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, well, you get like half your body. You've seen the videos, be like half the body hanging
Oh yeah,
off.
the legs.
You're just lying there. There's people just like fighting around you.
just running over you.
Like that.
Standing in your mush.
Like that hamster video.
Oh yeah. Steve's obsessed with videos of hamsters, by the way, for anyone who doesn't
I
know.
only like funny videos. of
hamsters and babies, which is weird.
No, they're just so funny. They're just you
But they're
can't.
not funny.
They are
They are exactly the kind of videos you'd expect to see.
no,
Any baby video you think of, it's that.
yeah, and
Just
it's
them
funny.
waddling round, You're like laughing your head off.
What's funny is like because they just have no idea. They're just oblivious, aren't they? You know, like that hamster video I sent you. I sent this video to the hamster video to Simon. It's basically two hamsters in a cage. You're laughing.
I'm laughing how like stupid it is that you love these videos.
No, basically one hamster is asleep on its back in front
In the run zone.
in the
They're a
run
terrible
zone
place.
in front of the wheel
Yeah.
that the other hamster's running on. And the hamster stops its run, jumps off the wheel with its its paw, its legs,
Its little feet.
its little feet
Don't know what they're
land
called.
on the hamster's head that's
Its
sleeping,
face.
and its body like rubs over the hamster as it departs from the spinning wheel, and then it like runs off a bit and then runs back over the sleeping hamster, like over its body, and starts running again. And this
It's just not that funny.
this
though.
sleeping hamsters.
You're laughing your head off. It's fucking...
No, you got to think this hamster that's sleeping on its back, which
It
is,
looks like it's having good dreams.
Yeah.
It looks like it's like... Doesn't it? It looks
and
like-
it's got this hamster fucking stomping over it, and it doesn't even flinch. You're not sold on that.
No.
No, if
I
it,
think it's funny that it's sleeping like nice and peacefully. It's not even, it's slightly funny. It gets a chuckle, that's about it. You're like, I know you're sending it laughing your head off, like in your bed or something.
I laugh out loud, and
Wake everyone
everybody
up.
hears it in the house when I'm watching Hamster and Baby
Come
videos.
in here like, on like a massive screen. Hamster compilation.
If anybody wants to see that video,
Please don't. I wouldn't
just message
recommend
me
it.
and I'll send it on
Message
Instagram.
Cal. Cal's got them all. Do you send him to a Cal?
No. He doesn't have
Fucking hell.
Instagram, doesn't he?
Oh, does he not?
Doesn't have any social media.
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
It's gone.
Oh, well,
Uncontactable.
text him. Text him screenshots. Look at that.
A GIF. A slow loading GIF.
Or just voice message explaining the video.
I'm
Yeah,
laughing.
that's what you have. Middle-aged woman humour.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that?
you don't in person, but the videos that you laugh at. Are
I
just
think
like,
they're just amazing.
well, then it goes to beheading, so it's like it's not really middle-aged humour.
No, but that's not humour. I don't find that.
I know. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Find that recalibrating.
Oh yeah. But,
You know,
yeah, but-
you watch like some jihad execution on some dodgy website.
yeah, so it'll be like baby video hamster 4chan link, and then like a baby video 2 huskies running around. That's like the
No, basically the dodgy stuff, the bad stuff, is to recalibrate and recenter you back into the harsh reality of life.
You're not on Instagram Reels anymore.
No,
when
no,
you look at them,
you're
see what's
looking
out
at
there.
you're looking at like it's showing you how fragile life is. You know, people do not realize
People are getting killed every day.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
they don't realize how easy it is to slice a jugular. And I'm not saying that as look. I'm like you're laughing. I'm saying that serious.
I'm
there's
worried
people-
for your hamster.
No, there's
Getting
people.
their head cut off.
There's people who aren't aware of the imminent dangers to
We
the
live
body.
in a very cushy life, don't we?
That's it.
In England, it's nice.
Yeah. You go and you
Don't know
see
where
what's
you gotta
going on
go.
around the world. People are getting like fucking.
Getting their limbs chopped off for no
Yeah.
reason.
You gotta be careful when you're out there.
That's your that's the first Brevin Chaos vlog. Like in some tribe.
The beheading, a cannibal eating.
We're here with the jihad.
We're
You and Cal
recalibrating
just, like,
ourselves.
sat there like, oh. Anyway,
Okay, so
where are we up to? That's how funny we got into that.
so Blackbeard's got his ship,
Up and running.
and you said, what did you say?
I don't know what.
Your note that you wrote down.
What?
The,
He became a legend.
that's it. Yeah, in the
In
next.
the next 30 months, he became a legend.
Going solo.
Eerie. Oh yeah, we've not said that bit yet. We go solo.
Well, that's it now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, go on.
So
Say it quick.
17, 18 now. Next year, just after all that pillaging, Benjamin Hornigold goes to Jamaica to accept a pardon from the king.
King's pardon.
Now, I'm not too sure the ins and outs of that, why he got a pardon and all that.
I think he was just fed up. I think he
The
realised
king was
it
fed up.
Oh, why he got a pardon from? Oh no,
Yeah.
he was like on good terms. It was so he went instead of going to like another place. Where did you say he went?
He went to Jamaica.
He went there because they were like pirate friendly.
Oh,
So the
I
guy
get-
was like, he'll give you a pardon. He's not gonna like kill you if you
Yeah.
go to another place.
Yeah,
They might just kill you for being a pirate.
I get you.
So he went there because he knew he would get.
And as you said, he was fed up, wasn't he?
I think he knew it was.
His time was up. He was getting
He's had
on.
a good run.
Yeah, he's had a good pillaging.
He's got a good person to hand it down to.
That's it.
You may as well just fucking.
So he accepted the pardon.
Yeah.
Now, later on, a few months after, what did he become, though?
A fucking pirate hunter.
Like, what the
That's so
fuck?
class.
That's the best job
The
of
old
it all.
switcheroony. The old switcheroo.
The pirate hunter. That's a fucking job, that.
He must have been the best pirate hunter. He fucking knows them all. He set up the Pirates Republic. Just like get in there. Like, he knows all the captains. He knows what they're taking.
That's a fucking bold move, that.
Yeah. What? I don't know how he got onto that.
I think
Maybe
it
that was
just
part of the
something.
pardon. Was like you
Yeah.
have to work for me.
Yeah,
I
do a bit of-
don't know.
So, anyway, this
What a
pirate
traitor.
hunting. This pirate hunting didn't get get involved with Blackbeard, didn't it?
No.
They didn't meet
get
again,
to
didn't they? After that,
No.
so he must have gone somewhere else to pirate hunting. So Blackbeard's on his own now.
Well, have you got his death?
Oh no,
Benjamin.
No.
So 17, 18. Oh, that's it. He was voted out as captain.
Oh, was that what it
Yeah,
was?
but he was voted out because he wouldn't attack British-led ships. So
Oh, he
the
wants
crew
his
can
pardon,
vote
doesn't
you
he?
out, can't they? It's like he got voted out, and they was like, oh, "Fuck this, let's
See,
get
there's
a
no
pardon."
dictatorships in this pirate world.
But that's probably why I was like, "Fuck this, I'm hunting him. Kick me out. I
Yeah.
give him everything." So then, yeah, like 1718, he became a pirate hunter. 1719, he died in a shipwreck. He could have had a nice life being retired. I don't even know if he hunted anyone. He's fucking like died.
He died on his first hunt.
Bloody hell.
Fucking died on the seas.
What a great captain. Lost his mind at that point.
Was he doing loops on his ship?
That's what it was, yeah. I don't remember coming to this port. Have we left? See, my notes are a bit messed up here now. Because I've got that bit I've just said.
Yeah.
And then I've got Blackbeard and Horny Gold became per like a team. I have to skip forward there.
Yeah, you've messed your notes up there.
Oh, okay. I'm back.
Well, okay. Anyway, Blackbeard's on his own. That's what we need to know. 1718, Blackbeard's on his own. He's had a good year, or was it 2 years, of
Under his
raiding under Hornigold's wing, raiding up and down the coast on the shipping lines, stopping these ships and everything. He's on his own.
He's got a fat ship. I think he's got.
I think he's got quite.
Ships
I think he's got quite a few in his what is it, flotilla?
Because they all like join, don't they?
Yeah.
Like they meet him on the sea. Like, oh, come with us. Oh, where are you going? Oh, just popping down here. Oh,
that's just too much to think, is it? The life like that, living like that, all
class.
Sunburnt on deck.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't survive. I'd do very
You're
well.
under deck.
I'd be under deck. I'd have two patches on,
drinking
like a
rum.
roll under deck.
Have we set off yet?
Just hammered like all the time. Where are we now?
So Blackbeard's on his own, and he meets this guy called Bonnet.
Oh, I think I have. Oh, yeah.
Steve Bonnet. Now, this guy, did you do a bit of research on him? He is another legendary pirate, but he's a funny one.
It's like a weirdo, this one. He's like, I don't know why.
So basically, Steve Bonnet was a really well-respected man in Britain.
Like weird, isn't it?
He was like high up, a lot of money. And then all of a sudden,
plantation, didn't he?
He had a plantation. He was doing good. Everybody respected him. He was a good guy. His nickname as well was called the Gentleman's Pirate.
Yeah.
But anyway, before he became pirate, he was well respected. And then all of a sudden, at one point in history, through the records, now all of a sudden he's this fucking pirate.
He became a pirate.
Now people say he had a midlife crisis.
Oh, really?
That's what nobody else can like pinpoint because nothing happened to him.
Well,
he didn't lose his plantation.
It might have been like he was having a problem with his wife. I don't see why.
Wife drove him to be.
I don't know why he'd go like straight to pirate.
I'm going.
Like getting divorced or anything.
He had no experience of like running a ship or sailing or anything.
Like, all these crew were like slaves, weren't they? Just like.
He took his slaves from the plantation.
It just gone off.
And his wife stood there saying, "Get back
here."
here."
Where the fuck's everyone gone? She woke up and they've gone.
His wife pushed him to a...
But like Steve Bonnet. I just think he's talked. Steve Bonnet. It doesn't sound like a skirt. Have you seen the pictures of him, like the drawing?
Yeah.
He looks like a little dweeb that like just took over a plantation.
Well, yeah, so we don't know how he became a pirate.
Oh yeah, so now he's met Wait, has he met now?
So he meets... so them two meet.
Yeah.
I don't know where they meet. Where did they meet? Somewhere in the...
I think it was just on like...
But Steve Bonnet's got his own backstory of pirating as well, which we obviously haven't researched. But he's got his own story of, epic raids, epic pillaging and all that.
Well, I don't think he does.
Does he not?
I don't think so. I think he I think the start was like meeting Blackbeard.
What?
He might have done a few little bits and bobs.
But he was a legend though, wasn't he?
Was he?
And he couldn't be a legend after this, as the story goes.
Thing, didn't he?
One of the things I seen was he loved the cutlass. That was his favourite weapon. He made all his people use the cutlass.
Really?
Don't know why. Just that's what.
Guns on deck.
No guns.
Cutlass
Get
only.
your cutlasses out. So he joined up with Blackbeard, and they were doing a few small raids, weren't they?
Yeah.
With Steve Bonnet's his ships and everything. Now Blackbeard took Steve Bonnet and put him on his ship, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he said, Mr.
He's
Bonnet,
like, come here.
you're
Come
living
on,
on my ship.
But he reportedly liked him, didn't he? Because of how like educated and well he spoke.
Yeah.
So he was like probably a bit like him, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Around all these like criminals who don't fucking know anything, and they get this
They can
well-spoken gentleman.
discuss the work of Socrates.
Yeah.
So
read the stars as they're floating
That's
around.
it. So Blackbeard put one of his own people on Steve Bonnet's ship
Yeah.
in charge of that stuff. So Steve Bonnet basically was like he lost control,
Demoted, wasn't
Yeah.
he, pretty much?
living on Blackbeard's ship. They say
Getting hammered all the time.
partying, but they say like they got on. And Steve Bonnet eventually just stayed on the ship. He didn't cause any problems, did he?
Yeah,
He didn't
yeah.
want the ship back or anything.
Well, if he's like wealthy, he's probably just some. Not asked what the ship is. He's not even a sailor. He's probably like, oh yeah.
He's
let him
obviously,
do it, I
he's
don't know.
obviously in it for the fun.
Yeah. He could have stayed at home and be rich.
Yeah.
But he's like, I want to get out of here with these pirates. I
And
wanna
now
laugh.
you've got a chance for Blackbeard to take over and do all the madness. You just
Yeah.
sit back on the ship and watch
Get
it
the
all.
rewards, yeah.
So they do a few small hits, don't they?
Yeah.
They
Are
do
we in
17,
18 now?
Yeah. They do a few small hits. You can imagine how it goes. The usual pull up,
Classic.
swinging onto a board, cutlasses.
They probably just surrender.
Yeah, that's most of the
Because
time.
they've got 3 ships now, haven't they? That's the thing.
Oh, I think they got more. They got
Have they?
like 5, I think.
Fucking hell. Well, you know, one little ship, you're like, well, let's just
Yeah,
surrender.
footless.
Like, I'm not dying for this.
So basically, Blackbeard as well. We were going to say, weren't we, before, but I'll say it now. He didn't want to kill anybody.
Yeah. I'd rather not.
He'd always just like send you off in a ship another way or drop you off.
Yeah.
At a fucking.
Or
on the beach.
he just let his crew do it, wouldn't he?
The killing.
If they had to. I don't
Yeah,
think
he
he
didn't
actually
want
ever did
it.
it. He was like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. So he
But have you seen the thing? He would kill his own crew, though.
would he?
Blackbeard would kill his crew, but he would never kill anyone on like the. So like the.
Oh,
I don't know if it's
didn't
true.
he shoot somebody?
So there was like 3 of them below deck. Well, obviously just drinking and fucking do whatever
Hammered.
pirates do.
What did he play cards?
It was
Dominoes.
playing something like some kind of. I don't know. I don't know how they know this. But, you know,
Chess.
they were
No, it'd be
playing
swing-
Connect 4. The game of snakes and ladders under the deck.
Twister.
Steve Bonnet's class at this. Flexible lad. So yeah, so there was like he was sat there then 2 either side, and he had 2 guns. He got them out and like point like under the thing.
He had the
He got his-
Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah. So he got his guns up. I think he only shot one. But anyway, he shot him in the knee.
Just
And
around the
randomly
team.
shot him. Like they're having a good time. Then boom, he blasted him in the knee.
Kneecap gone.
And then
Flung off board.
Apparently, yeah, overboard. What a plank with his knee. Apparently, it was because somebody asked him, like, why the fuck did you shoot him?
Yeah.
I imagine they spoke like that. Why did you shoot him, Blackbeard? He was like, I did it because they need to be reminded who I am.
That's
Every
it.
now and then, they need to be reminded.
Stay in line.
So it maybe didn't kill him. He just shot him in the knee, which probably that time you'd rather be killed, wouldn't you? Like,
Then be shot in the knee.
yeah,
You're not.
you're not a ship. You're not like recovering from that, are you? You can't go up, pop off, and go to like
Quick
the
game of-
walking
quick-
centre.
quick game of 5-a-side.
Yeah,
You know?
oh, it's ruined it all. So yeah,
Yeah. So,
take out on his own
that's
crew
what
instead.
he did. So he's with this Steve Bonnet, and they do a few stuff, and eventually, Blackbeard betrayed Mr. Bonnet.
Oh, this is funny. This. The
So
way what a ride this Bonnet guy had.
so he's had a few months. It's a few months, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mr. Bonnet's on Blackbeard's ship.
Oh wait, no, you missed out a little bit though.
Over.
So the it's so right, yeah. So he met Bonnet,
Mm.
and then they disappeared. Did you see that bit?
No.
So in 1718, they all like
that's it.
disappeared.
Yeah. A few months. They just
They
fucking
just
dropped
went.
off.
It's like no one knew where they were. And they're probably just getting hammered, weren't they? Like,
Yeah.
partying. Like they had some time off, getting fucking
show
women
them-
pregnant wherever they were.
Show
whatever.
Mr. Bonnet how to do it.
Yeah, and then like in April of 1718, they came back with a vengeance. That's what I said on the program. They came back with a vengeance, and they blocked that whole fucking town, didn't they?
Oh, Charlestown.
Yes, they Have you got that down?
Yeah. Wait, is that with Mr. Bonnet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's do the Charlestown.
Wait, I
bit.
think it is.
Yeah. I don't know. I've got it further down. Your notes are all over the place.
Wait. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you sure? 100%?
Not
Certain?
100%.
No,
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
after because it's after this what he did to Bonnet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what? Okay, we'll talk about Charlestown then, the bonnet. Oh, actually,
Well, I'm probably wrong, but
we should. You know what? Maybe we should talk about Blackbeard himself for a bit, and
we've
then
not actually talked to him.
No. and then we'll go into the Charlestown bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So Blackbeard, he was supposed to be massive, wasn't he?
Oh, they're tall.
Tall.
Yeah.
Big tall.
Big sharp nose. I just added that in. I don't know.
Cutlass nose.
Yeah. The sharp chin, they said.
He had a big, long black beard
Well, he grew it. He didn't have it though.
at the start when he was with
With
Hornigold. Yeah.
He grew it after, didn't he?
So he was all he knew the power of messing with people's minds, didn't he? He was aware
Getting
of
the
that.
heads.
So he got his big, long black beard. He had 2 slings with 6 pistols.
Yeah.
3 pistols each side, all times over him. And what was the thing about lighting fuses?
Oh my, that's so class. It's like either side of his.
So he had
his hat.
he had fuses like shoved into his hat,
Yeah.
coming out above his ears, sticking out, and he'd light them as they'd go
So
into
it'd be
battle.
smoking off, wouldn't it? Smoking. But it looks like his beard, doesn't it?
Yeah,
He
he's-
comes down.
yeah,
his
it's like
beard
coming into his
out.
beard, isn't it?
That would look terrifying.
Imagine
wouldn't
that with his
it?
big black beard.
It's like
and he-
all these pistols, and you already know he's fucking
He's
legend.
legends.
Yeah.
That's a tough look.
How do you think of that? Oh, that's smart, isn't it?
Just new. Just
If no
new.
one's
The
done it.
fear. Install the fear in people.
This is why he was the best. This is why he's the goat.
That's it. Yeah.
Because he wouldn't actually.
Mind
Wasn't even
games.
that, he wouldn't kill anyone, would he? He'd just like make him shit himself till he surrender. But I read a
Blowing
thing as
knees
well
off.
that sailors, they were dead superstitious, weren't they?
Yeah.
So they thought he was the devil. That's like the word that got around was
He's
like
the devil.
he's actually the devil. But that's powerful. Look,
Well, I can imagine that. Yeah. Imagine people thinking that.
Well, he would. Smoke's coming. You only hear
As-
it from like people who've like survived.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
What the
Everybody
hell's
else has
gone
been
on?
fucking slaughtered.
It's like, oh, he came in the mist and like fucking this, he's shouting out and stuff.
So, like, his people did kill people, but only if they resisted, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
If you didn't, if
weren't
you
bothered.
if you just let him come aboard and take your stuff, you're sound.
Yeah.
He'd drop you off, and you're fine.
It'd be a lot of effort, wouldn't it, if you had to kill?
Everybody.
Yeah, like can't be bothered with that. You have to fight. Like, oh,
Throw him off
like,
board.
Just like,
I know what you mean.
yeah, but then you've got to get another man just off the ship. He's going to be fighting for his life, isn't he? He's not like you can just go out, get off.
go on, jump.
Oh, do you reckon they actually did that walk the plant thing?
I
They
think
must have
so.
done,
Yeah,
mustn't
yeah.
they?
That was
Must
one
have
of the
been a big-
traditions.
If they weren't doing it, it's like, right then,
You gone?
get off. See ya.
Jump off.
Hope you can swim.
Spring off. Tom Daly.
It's dead shallow. Just like hits the
Break your
plops
legs.
on the fucking rock pool. Oh, sorry.
So Blackbeard's flag, as we said before, it was a bit
Yeah.
different to the usual. It was like they say it was like a skull. No, it was a
It's
skeleton
a skeleton, yeah.
with like horns and
Is it heart?
an hourglass on one hand
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
a spear stabbing a heart in the other.
Yeah. Wait, but the hourglass, that had a specific meaning, didn't it?
Yeah, it's like your time's up.
Well, I assume it's that, yeah. But it was, yeah, I think it was something like the.
Well, that's what
I
they
don't
would.
know,
That's
I
what
don't
they used to keep time, isn't it? Anyway, the hourglass back then.
But he being smart, used it for like a poor purpose, didn't he?
Yeah,
To show
yeah.
like
It must have been.
your death's coming or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
what you said, probably something like that.
Yeah, it must be because
And
he's
he played
thinking
into
of
the
that
devil
stuff.
thing as well, didn't he? With the horns and that. He knew what he was doing. This guy.
He's lovely stuff. So there's a bit about the Blackbeard himself.
But how long did it take him to grow out a beard that big?
A year,
If the pictures are any like, yeah, but a year. Do you reckon you could grow a beard that big in a year? Well,
maybe.
some people can. To be
Yeah,
fair,
some
can't they?
people.
Yeah.
He might have just had lucky
Good
pirate genetics.
Those pirate genes.
So anyway, back to the Charlestown.
Yeah.
So 1718 still. South Carolina. He decides to do this big mega ruse.
But mega bruise.
It is,
I've got
isn't
a
it?
good prank here.
Got a
So
good one
whilst
to
they're
do.
hammered, they've obviously come up with this plan, haven't they? Whilst they're like, fuck.
Swinging around.
Let's take us down.
So, Charlestown, which is now Charleston in
Mm.
South Carolina, is like a port. The plan was, which they did, they sailed up to Charlestown
Yeah.
and blockaded the port. So they had 5 ships at this time, and they basically put that right in front of the port and stopped every ship coming and going.
Yeah.
And like, because the town was because it was a port town, it was so reliant on the ships. it was fucked. It was like,
Oh,
we're not getting any food. We're not getting it's all like it's fucked. And one of the ships that Blackbeard took over or stopped was the Crowley, and it was heading for London, and it just happened to have a load of influential rich people on, didn't it?
Yeah, like members of council and stuff,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Just on this ship.
Oh,
I bet they were like,
yes.
oh, fuck.
Here we go.
We have like fucked up here.
So he gets the ship, and he catches them all as hostages because he knows their worth.
Yeah.
And he says, he sends a message out, doesn't he, to Charlestown, saying, we're going to behead them all in 2 days if you don't give us the medicine.
Yes, he wanted loads of medicine, didn't he?
That's what they want. They didn't want like gold or anything. They want medicine.
But think about how smart that is. It's like you're on
You're going to need
a
medicine.
ship all the time.
Yeah.
There's no like medics running about, is there?
Everybody's got
Like-
scurvy.
Yeah, everyone, like all these little things that you can just solve.
Yeah.
There was did you see the little rumour thing as well? That he apparently needed medicine from like a woman that
Yeah.
he got with. So, like he was like he needed something that like
Oh, I need something here.
on itchy cocky, I need a
My balls have fell off.
one rotten testy. It's not looking good this.
Rolled off at the end of the shit.
Got an eye patch on one ball, got an eye patch.
Keep this one for the dark.
But I think that's a smart move from him.
It's a good move, that, getting the medicine.
You think what they don't need gold. What the fuck do they need gold for?
Don't know.
Apart from to sell, but
Yeah.
like,
Food and stuff.
well, the places they're going, it's not. I guess it is like rich people, though, isn't it? It's
Well,
all
they
the
did.
ports and stuff.
So they got all the flour and wine, or everything they stole, they sold on
Yeah.
to keep stuff moving at different ports. But yeah, so they got the medicine. Oh, I mean, they wanted the medicine.
Yeah.
Now he sent a few people from his ship.
I remember this.
He sent a few people, like 2 or 3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
With one influential person
It
as
was
hostage.
like a woman, wasn't it? Or
Was
some,
it?
Like some councillor or something.
Yeah.
Councillor's daughter or something like that. I don't
So
know.
there's about, let's say, I don't know the exact, but say there's 4 people.
And this one person.
One.
Oh, you mean all
Oh,
together?
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's three of his people and one hostage
Yeah.
that disembark the ship and go into the port, into Charlestown, to tell them of the medicine, tell them of the deal, what's
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah.
Now, they've got 2 days to get the medicine.
Yeah.
So Blackbeard's waiting, and in 2 days, nobody comes back. His
There's
people,
no word.
there's no
It's all
word.
silence.
And he's getting pissed off, isn't he? He's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck's going on?
Riled up.
So he gets somebody, doesn't he? And says, I'm going to behead you.
Yeah. Gets him up from the what's it called? The down bit.
Fucking the dungeon, the ship dungeon,
The sewer.
the sewer. Takes him up, and he's about to behead him, isn't he? And the guy talks him,
Yeah.
sweet talks him. I don't know how in that
I
moment.
wish they somehow had that conversation.
What he said.
Yeah.
Think of all the people around, quiet, watching, and this guy's like starts talking and somehow convinces him,
Charms him.
to give him one more day.
Yeah. But if he's like an important figure, you'd say like, oh, this is how it works. It's not going to take 2 days. They need to go off to like. That's what I'd say.
Yeah.
I'd be like, it'll come.
The logistics.
It's just it can't. They won't be able to do it.
Yeah.
That's how I'd do it anyway.
Yeah, and thing is,
I'll say that. I'll probably just be like pissing my like weeing everywhere.
What,
Be like, oh, don't kill me, please.
laughing.
You're laughing my head off.
So this guy convinced him one more day, and he does it.
Yeah.
Now the 3rd day arrived, and all of a sudden the ship comes, doesn't it?
Like a little rowboat.
with his 4 people, the hostage and his 3 people
Yeah.
come, and they get on board, and they start apologising because his 3 goons or whatever stooges went into the port, the town, and had a massive piss up for 2 days.
Oh, wait, they like got the medicine, didn't they?
Yeah, they
And
got
just
the
like,
medicine.
they went on like a bar, like a pub run on the way back.
For 2
Got, like,
days.
got
Absolutely
2 days.
hammered. He must have just drank everything.
That's funny. That how class is that?
Think of them imagine them like waking up on like the 2nd day and they're super hungover, and they're like, oh, we've got to get back.
Should we go? Oh, have we still got the medicine? Where's this?
Where have we been? What happened last night?
I bet they were just like in like whorehouses,
Do you reckon?
just like hammered, just
Think-
like loving it.
people like, how would they have been treated as well? They're like,
If they know that they're
they're
like
from the
pirates.
Blackbeard fucking blockade.
Oh, they'd be shitting themselves. Like, oh, come in, yeah.
And these are drunk partying.
That's class.
How funny is that?
That is like something that would happen. Like that's like something you think happens to, like, your mate, isn't it? Like, oh, we're a few hours late. Oh, we got sidetracked by this fucking bar. Like, right there. It was funny. Not like 2 days. Like, well, like, Blackbeard, your captain. And that.
So they got the medicine, and that was a mission success. And that was like that was a legendary ploy he did, didn't he?
No other like pirate had done that.
No.
Taking over like a whole fucking like
stopped a town,
pretty much. Yeah. Like.
So that was his Charlestown ruse, which I don't know.
Fun time in Charlestown.
It's pretty bold. And then after, I don't know how long after, but this Stephen Bonnet, he decided.
Guy Bonnet.
Blackbeard, for some reason, decided he's had enough of Mr. Bonnet, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Well, they both wanted to get a pardon, didn't they?
Is that what it was? Yeah.
Well, or maybe Blackbeard said he wanted to get a pardon. Have you got where they went?
No, I just got how it happened.
So they went to I wrote down the friendly North Carolina. So they went up.
Yeah.
Because that's pirate friendly apparently.
Yeah.
I think I got all mixed up before.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, the other place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, this is like a friendly thing, and they told Steve Bonnet and his crew to like.
That's it. Yeah.
Go ashore and you go, but then we'll
go with
over.
your crew. Get your crew again, and go ashore.
Leave that boat, isn't it? Like, you go first, and then
we'll sit here.
Yeah.
And we'll wait for you go ashore and get the pardon, wasn't it?
And then whilst they're there, they just like ransacked his ship.
Absolutely
took everything and just fucked off. Just like left him there. But I think, do you reckon they took the ship? They must have done, wasn't they? Like, It would be stupid enough to just leave the ship. Have they got the crew though, have they?
No,
I think they just took everything.
Must have had a few people maybe to sail it.
Yeah. That's funny,
of his own.
Just absolutely done him in again.
Imagine Steve Bonnet like walking back dead happy, coming back, ready for his next party.
Just looking at, they've gone. I was like, I'll just go back to the plantation, fuck it.
Well, anyway, this Bonnet vowed revenge.
Yeah.
He was like, right, I'm going to get revenge now. I'm building an army and becoming an extreme pirate, and I'm going to kill Blackbeard. But a few months later, he got caught and hung.
Oh yeah, he just got booked straight away. What a wild ride he had though. That was only like... It was like
a year.
2 years or something. A year.
Like, it was like a year.
The maddest year ever.
That's crazy. That. What a life. What a life to go out on.
I think that's all right because he had his wife and all that, didn't he? He'd done all that. He'd been rich, had his wife. He was like, you know what? Fuck this.
This is fucking boring.
I want to like get with these pirates.
I want to do a blockade on Charlestown. Fucking drink rum every night.
And I can't imagine he was doing it. He was basically a prisoner, wasn't he, at one point?
Yeah.
Because he's just like can't do anything.
On Blackbeard.
Maybe it was horrific. Probably was. All his crew and like this posh fucking guy.
He didn't want to drink, and everybody's bladdered around
him. No, thank you.
Only night for me.
Posh wine. That's it.
So they fucked Steve Bonnet off, and that's all my notes have done.
Oh, I've got a few more. So it's all good.
The story carries on. So they fucked Steve Bonnet off.
Yeah.
And then Blackbeard, he wants to settle down, doesn't he?
Yeah. So he actually did want to get a pardon.
Yeah.
It's just he didn't want this fucking goon to have like half of his treasure, did he? So that's why he came up with this, to be like, fuck this guy off. I want it all. It's me who's done all this.
Yeah.
He's just an idiot with a ship. So like, he's done all that. I just need to get it. But then, yeah, he goes and gets a pardon for himself.
He gets a pardon and settles down in, was it North Carolina?
Yeah, I think he actually does. I don't know, actually. I didn't...
Wait, have you got the bit about where he loses his ship?
No.
Because
he loses the...
So in the Queen Anne's Revenge, so it's around this time.
Yeah.
The sailing up north, I think it's to North Carolina, and they stop at like an inlet of a beach. Now there's a process what sailors used to do where something to do with the tides. They'd park the boat somewhere and the tide would pull it out. Oh no, the tide would go out and the boat would be stuck in the sand.
Yeah.
But it's not beached because the tide would come back in.
Yeah, and bring it back up.
So there's like something that they do there. When the tide goes out, it's stuck there. They repair it. They have like how long is the tide? 12 hours or something. You have a 12-hour window to repair your ship. So that's what they were doing. But it got stuck.
So it actually did get fucking stuck.
So it actually was stuck and they couldn't even move it at all.
Also, the tide came back in.
The tide came back in, and it was still stuck. And they got another ship to try and pull it out, and that ship got stuck as well.
Oh, what? I mean, I didn't see all this.
So it was stuck there, and that ship was there up until like fucking the 90s or something. And they found it.
Oh yeah, I
took it to a museum, haven't they? And like did all stuff on it.
Oh, what is it there? Like the full ship?
Yeah, you can go see it.
Oh, where is it? Oh, we have to find out what that is. I think we should go there. I think that should be like
we should go there. Well, some people argue though, what happened to that ship? Because Blackbeard was such a good sailor, he wouldn't have made that mistake.
Oh, I've heard this. Yeah,
So there's an argument saying like
he did it on purpose, didn't he?
Yeah,
because he wanted to like fuck off his crew.
Yeah.
Why did the thing where he crashed it to like try and like kill half his crew?
Yeah. Well, he was downsizing, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he got rid of Mr. Barnett.
Now he's got the boat stuck.
He's got the boat stuck. He wanted to get rid of his ship. He wanted to get rid of his people. Now,
and that's a good way of getting.
Yeah.
They'll just move on to the next person.
Get your boat stuck.
Yeah.
Or he could have just made the mistake. Maybe, I don't know. But he is downsizing.
Yeah.
He wants to give in.
Getting ready to settle
down. It's life of pirating.
Yeah. So he gets this pardon, and he gets married to a 16-year-old. It's just normal back then, wasn't it? I guess. But did you hear about what he used to do?
What?
I forgot about this. It's like Blackbeard used to get like married all the time.
Yeah.
On the ship. So like he'd get like one of his like crew to like do a marriage of this woman, and then they just fucking like fuck her off, wouldn't they?
Yeah, when they leave
they'd be
port.
like, so they'd be somewhere for like a week or whatever.
A weekend.
Meet this girl.
Marry her.
He's like the legendary Blackbeard. Do you want to marry? Do you want to like be known as? Oh, I've been with Blackbeard.
Yeah.
Get married on the ship and then just fuck off and go to the next port and marry the next one. Just doing that over and over. What a guy.
So he marries this 16-year-old.
Yeah.
And he settles down, doesn't he?
He seems to have actually like, I can't be arsed. I'll put it behind me.
Yeah. But he's still got a crew, hasn't he?
I think they're all just there, aren't they? Around that, wherever the fuck, North Carolina. I think they're all there somewhere.
They settle down somewhere in this port.
Yeah.
But he's still doing stuff, isn't he? On the side.
Yeah, so in August 1718, he cracked. He relapsed back into like piracy. And like
couldn't hack it.
I don't know how, but he just went out on like with a crew.
Yeah.
I don't know what ship he used or what. Oh wait. No, I don't know. I can't remember, but he somehow got a ship and went out.
Well, he only crashed the Queen Anne's Revenge, and if he had 5 ships.
Oh yeah, he'd have some more floating around.
Oh no, well one was he had 5 ships. Queen Anne got rid of. Got rid of Steve Barnett.
Yeah.
So he had 3 ships left.
Oh yeah, they must just be like around.
He must have had ships around.
Yeah. So he goes and he takes control of a ship with sugar and cocoa on it.
Yeah.
So he gets that. And then he returns to like back to the governor that's pardoned him, like the governor or whatever. And he says, "Oh, he just found it."
Oh, that's what he does.
He just found it with no one on.
Yeah. He claims.
I just found it, mate.
He claims there was a ship just floating.
with no one, with all this stuff on it. But then the governor just like, yeah, all right. He's not asked because he's like, it's like pro pirate, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he just like accepts it.
Takes it
fair
all.
enough. Yeah. But I've not got it down here. But like, he started turning this place into like a mad, like pirates retreat, didn't he?
Blackbeard.
Yeah. And they all started coming and like partying there, and like people were like, you need to do something about this. There's fucking pirates everywhere.
They're all turning up. Imagine the stories of all the people.
They're all just like fucking sitting down by a fire, telling tales. It's like on a beach as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. He was living on he was like a beach port, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine like big barbecues, rum everywhere.
It's exactly how
pirate
you think,
music,
isn't it? It's like you can hear them all, and they're just like, like, oh, they used to, whenever they do a cheers, they'd shoot the cannons.
Shoot the cannons, yeah.
How terrifying is that for the people living there?
Yeah, there was it was all superstition, wasn't it? And everything.
Yeah.
I know there was like there's 2.
What, the shooting the guns?
Well, just everything piracy.
Yeah.
Like, one of the things was pirates always had earrings, and one of the superstitions was it'd help you float if you went in water. I don't know why. I don't know how that. One of the reasons
actually, it's a heavy jewelry on. Yeah. Helps you float that.
One of the reasons why they had earrings as well was because they never. So they were superstitious about dying in the water. They didn't want the body to be be in the sea.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to like die in the sea. They didn't want to be at the bottom of the sea. They wanted to be buried properly on land somewhere. something to do with the suit. I don't know the stories.
Yeah.
Davy Jones' locker.
Oh yeah.
You know all them stories, whatever it is. We should do an episode on them. But they didn't want to die in the sea, basically. So they needed money for a proper funeral. So they'd have the earrings would be used as their insurance for like a funeral.
Yeah. So if somebody
died, they'd take their earrings off the body and smelt it down or whatever, and it'd be gold. It'd be gold earrings, and they'd use that for the guy's funeral.
That makes sense.
To ensure that you could have and they used to do that on other pirates, not people of their own crew.
Oh, so if they found a pirate, they'd
take his earrings and make sure he had a proper funeral.
Well, so what they believed if you didn't get buried, what? Like you just said, Davy Jones' locker or something. Your soul would be stuck.
Yeah. One of them.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, superstitions about it being in the sea, dead.
Pimps. Pimps used to wear loads of jewellery.
Yeah.
So they can just pay bail straight away. They could use that to pay instead of carrying loads of money. That's what they say anyway. They have loads of jewellery, so they can just straight away. I'll take that. There's my bail, and then you can just leave.
Well, they say if you.
Well, it doesn't work like that, does it?
Kind of. You can get it pawned, can't you? Quick.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah.
Well, the best thing to have your money is investing something into capital, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you have a load of, I don't know, say if you got a load of money, and then you buy, instead of just having it lying around in cash, buy a fucking.
Put it into something that isn't.
Buy a Jaguar from the 60s.
It'll appreciate.
It'll probably. It's not going to depreciate. It'll appreciate.
Oh, well, that would. Yeah.
But it's better to store your money in something like that, isn't it, than just have it lying around in fucking cash.
Yeah, because if you have it crash, it's worth less, isn't it?
Yeah.
After a certain amount of time.
And it's easy to get robbed, isn't it? Or is it easy to rob a car?
It's easy to rob a car than under someone's bed or something.
Well, what would you be more scared about if you had 200 grand's worth of cash under your bed? You wouldn't want anybody going in your room.
Who's gonna know?
You wouldn't want anybody to know. Or you could have 200 grand's worth of a car in your garage, and people you're driving it and stuff.
Yeah. And then you can just hide the keys.
Yeah.
No one's getting this.
Nobody's having that.
That makes sense, yeah. Well, if you wouldn't have it all under in one place, would you? If it was money, you'd have it dotted round. I would anyway.
That's even more of a problem.
In the walls.
You forget about where it is.
Oh, I would, yeah. Where's that money?
You need a pirate's treasure map. Big X.
It's like crayons, shitty diagram. It's in your house somewhere, but you've just put the line. There's no drawing of the outline of the house.
That's even better.
Is this upstairs or downstairs?
That's even better because only you will know.
Yeah?
Nobody
it comes
will know.
back on itself and stuff. I'm like, oh, smart.
Ah, there we go.
And now I just need 200 grand of cash lying around, and then I can make this. Right.
So he's partying in his settlement of pirates on his beach.
Yeah, and it's getting a bit out of hand.
And he had the ship. He
thinks he's got away with getting this ship, and the governor's let him off basically. Yeah. And then September 1718, while there's a big Blackbeard frat party going on this beach still.
Yeah, man.
Governor Spotswood. I didn't write anything down on him, but he was an old. Oh no.
Was he the one who hated the pirates?
I think so.
Yeah.
It was all it would have swung in his favour to get, politically.
Yeah, yeah.
Stuff I can't remember.
I know what you mean.
Linked to stuff, but I can't remember. He decided to get a crew together.
Yeah, basically he had a reason.
Yeah.
To get rid of these pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was people were losing confidence in him. He was the governor.
Was that it?
Yeah. So he was going to get voted out. And he was it's a last ditch thing. He was I need to do something.
Let's get rid of the pirates.
And the captain he got to take the ship was this really old really old guy
who was part of the navy or something.
Yeah, because he wanted to leave a legacy,
and he had no.
I'll get him. And fucking
he got somebody who was who wanted to do something.
Yeah,
which is a good thing, isn't it?
That's the best.
Yeah,
get him, this old hardened veteran who's
desperate to leave something behind. I'm going to kill Blackbeard.
He's yes, get him. Nothing to lose. I don't know if he might have had a family or something. I don't know.
He's
but anyway,
done in at that time anyway.
So yeah, then he ordered. They offered £100 reward, didn't they, for Blackbeard, which is it's 26,000 in this time's money.
Is that what it is?
Which doesn't seem like that much.
Probably still is.
Go up against,
for a head. I don't know.
But think what's the equivalent now? A big terrorist.
Bin Laden.
That's a bit more though, isn't it? Some drug lord in like Liverpool. They offer more than that. Oh no, maybe they don't.
Did he even offer money to that?
I don't know. I don't have a clue. Sometimes they do if it leads to an arrest, don't they? Very rare though. Very rare. Anyway, yeah. So like that's not bad. 26k, and then that leads to just a massive fucking. Do you know more about? I've not wrote down like the specifics of the battle. Can you?
Yeah. So I remember the battle. So basically, I'll have to go off me. I haven't got the notes for this. So basically,
I kind of remember, but I'll.
So this old guy, the veteran guy, we'll call him the veteran. Has got his pirate hunting group.
Yeah.
And they track down Blackbeard to his little cove of pirate settlers.
Yeah.
Now, Blackbeard was aware that this veteran guy was on his tail and coming for him.
He realised it one night, didn't he? Whilst like partying. Or was it after a few?
I think, they were partying, weren't they?
Or something, yeah. And he realised the ships were there.
The ships on the horizon or something. Must have been somebody who was sailing or something came and told him.
Yeah.
So they made a plan where they got one of the ships, didn't they, to be right in the alcove where you come into this inlet, this cove.
Yeah.
And they were going to like, basically, what's the word? A plot to make the veteran.
Oh, this is where they trick him, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were going to trick. That was it.
Yeah.
They were going to trick the veteran to come into the cove and get beached, didn't they?
There was like a hidden sandbank, wasn't there?
That was
under
it.
the water.
Yeah.
That you got him to like. Yeah. Okay, I remember that bit now.
Blackbeard probably had this planned anyway, just in precaution, waiting for any type of something like that, wouldn't he? So he's got it all laid out. His men know the process, and it works, doesn't it?
It gets stuck, doesn't it?
The ships come in and they get stuck. So then the veteran's stuck on his ship. Is it one ship? It's only one ship, isn't it? It's
just the one, yeah.
Full of fucking.
But it's like fully rigged out, I think.
Yeah.
Proper, like ready to go.
And because it's stuck, the other ship, Blackbeard's ship, can attack it, can come at it from a different angle, can't you?
Yeah.
You don't want
the guns can't
shoot it.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So did they come at it straight or I don't know?
He waited, didn't he, for sunrise?
Was that it? Yeah.
So I think so. Yeah. I think he knew the ships were there. But for some reason, they were only going to battle at like sun. I don't know what. Yeah. So he was like waiting for sunrise.
The veteran was going to wait till sunrise because he knew that Blackbeard never will partying, didn't he?
Oh, so they'd be like passed out.
Yeah.
Ah.
But Blackbeard knew.
He was fucking ready.
And was ready and had the plan. And the veteran got stuck.
Yeah.
And Blackbeard's ship came up at a certain angle to the veteran's ship.
Yeah.
That meant that the veteran couldn't use his guns properly, his cannons.
That's just like facing the front or back, isn't it, of the ship?
I presume so, isn't it?
I don't know what they're called. The front or the back? The stern, yeah. Because obviously the cannons are only at the side, aren't they?
Yeah. So if you come side on, you're going to get blasted, aren't you?
Yeah.
But you come front on. How are you going to shoot, though?
You can go...
Oh, you can go side on.
And then you can shoot your
T-bone
things.
it.
Yeah.
And blast the ship.
Or if you just go on a bit of an angle...
Yeah,
then you can just hit the whole side, can't you? But they can't turn it enough to see you. I don't know.
So something happened like that.
Yeah.
But they ended up jumping aboard, didn't they?
Well, they got stuck. It switched.
Is that it? Yeah.
So the captain that was trying to kill him got loose.
Yeah.
And he got stuck instead. So then,
Blackbeard got stuck.
Yeah. And it was like the old switcheroony again. I was like, fuck. So then I don't know how they said they have like, I don't know if they just made it up. They must have done, but like, it says like the things that they were shouting to each other. You know, Blackbeard.
Yeah,
and
they
the
were.
other guy.
I think they were dead close. I think they got stuck dead close.
And they were just like, oh.
And they're there looking at each other, and the ships are fucking next to each other.
So they're just shouting at each other, weren't? Oh, it was like I won't give you my quarters or something.
Yeah.
Which meant like I won't surrender or something like that.
It was something like that, wasn't it?
And the other guy was like, I don't want your quarters. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm here to kill you. Like, this veteran's here to kill.
Yeah.
So they jump on.
Let's fucking have it. Like shouting like that. I'll kill you. That's scouse.
That's horrible.
That was ruin the story, wasn't it? You fucking rat. All got like 110s on. North Face
big
coats.
Bubble coats floating in the water.
That's the earrings with this bubble coat.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know which ship they boarded, but they ended up all on one ship, didn't they? Either Blackbeard or the veterans.
Yeah, Blackbeard went on. So they'd done a shootout, hadn't they?
Yeah,
the cannons.
A little bit of a blast out.
And the wow, we should have wrote his name down. The captain, shouldn't we?
I know, yeah.
He convinced half his crew to get down deck. and then convinced Blackbeard that they'd killed
That's it.
most of his crew.
So that's it.
That's what happened, wasn't it?
He just before they got dead close, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That he convinced the people, the veteran convinced his own people to get below deck
Yeah.
to make it look like there's loads of people dead.
Yeah.
So he hasn't got that much people. And Blackbeard was like, all right, okay, let's fucking jump on board now.
Let's kill him.
Let's kill him. He jumps on board, and all the veterans people come up,
flying out the ship,
changing their fucking hours.
yeah,
The eye patches as they're running
half
up.
of them get killed because the fiddler with the eye patch.
Shit, hang on, I can't see. So Blackbeard was duped, fooled.
Yeah, this time he got.
And it turned into like a massive bloodbath, cutlasses, fucking big battle. Now Blackbeard fought his way on deck to the veteran, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he got like finally fighting
face to face, and they're having a battle. And then does he injure him?
They both get the pistols out at the same time.
That's it, yeah.
I don't know how they know. This is what I'm like. How did he know this?
Well,
Unless it was wrote down afterwards.
People survived though, didn't they?
And
they all survived.
Yeah.
So they must have.
They would have
seen it.
Past. I wrote down on it somewhere. And yeah,
well, this was official army as well. So it must have been
logged.
It must have been logged properly, rather than like just pirates fucking talking about it.
Yeah.
It must have been. This army with this veteran is like official, isn't it? So
yeah,
they must have logged it somehow. So yeah, so they get face to face, bit of a battle. They pull out each other's pistols out and blast, don't they?
Yeah. And Blackbeard's misses.
Yeah.
And the fucking captain's hits him. Not like fatally though, it just like hits him in the shoulder.
Yeah,
I don't know where it
hits
somewhere.
Blackbeard somewhere.
Yeah.
But Blackbeard keeps moving forward, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a madman. Like, just have his sword out now or something.
I think so, yeah. And
he's just fucking going for him.
And he goes up to swing, doesn't he, at the captain?
Yeah.
And the captain doesn't have his sword out or something.
He's just dead, isn't he, pretty much?
He's stood
like,
there.
He's dead.
He can't reload his fucking pistol because it's it's one shot.
Full of powder.
And as Blackbeard lifts up his sword to slice down,
wallop.
Some guy from behind comes with one clean slice, cuts Blackbeard's head off.
Just boom.
Just lands on the deck.
But imagine that captain who's just about to die and then his head just like falls on him. Like, what the fuck?
Big
that would
beard.
scare you even more.
Know,
That would be
yeah.
like his like legend. Like,
He just
you
starts
can't kill him.
screaming. So
and
that was
the demise.
That was how Blackbeard was killed. He was just about to kill the veteran and got his head cleanly sliced off from behind by whatever fucking jester was fighting behind.
Oh, some nobody as well.
Yeah.
Oh, well. But no, he's not. His name's not got passed down. As it doesn't say, it was just a random person.
Now I don't know how. I presume the pirates then must have been like
they surrendered. Well, see, this is. If it's just from like the official military logins, apparently it all just like the fighting just like you see on films, it all just stopped and everywhere went quiet.
Yeah.
With Blackbeard, they realise he's dead.
Thing is, you'd stop.
Your captain's gone and like
this legend,
what am I fighting for?
Iconic legend. You're like, oh my god, it's all ended.
And then they all just surrendered. I think at that point they were like, fuck this,
done. We're done.
We're gonna die now, aren't we? Just give up.
Yeah, and so that guy. He didn't kill him, the veteran, but he was part of it, wasn't he?
Well, I think it didn't fully chop his head off though, did they? It just killed him, and then the captain chopped his head off.
Oh, did he?
And they put it on the front of the ship. You know, it's like as they were sailing back, Blackbeard's
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Blackbeard's head was like on a stick at the front of the ship.
Like to prove that he killed him.
As a warning. Yeah. So as he sailed back in, it was like, there's his head. And it was like, as a warning to everyone else.
The big beard.
I killed Blackbeard and there's his head and that, yeah.
Oh, I can't remember that bit.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think he actually did decapitate him.
He cut his head off.
Cut his head off. Or it could have just... It's probably a bit like, faded that bit. I don't really sure.
Mm-hmm.
But then they threw his body overboard, didn't they?
Ah.
Do you remember this bit?
They're not giving him a burial.
No, so they threw his body over, and the myth is that his body swam around the ship twice, Blackbeard's body, and then disappeared into the water.
Oh my god!
And it's been reported loads that if you go to this place where this battle happened, loads of like sailors and stuff and people who have seen like
a body,
something in the water, like a light, and they're like, "What the fuck's like?" No one knows what it is, and it's like the myth of it. It's his soul searching for like.
I see.
I don't know what.
His head.
His body. I don't know. But that's the myth, yeah.
Wow, I like that. Yeah.
Nice little ending there of a myth.
God. So there's
That's crazy, that, innit?
there's the story of Blackbeard. Now we think that whole story is over a span of what, 3 years?
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck's the maddest
A
3
little
years? Like,
snippet.
what,
How long?
what's-
How long was COVID? Lockdown,
Yeah,
like 2 years.
We could have been doing that.
We could have had
We
a
could have
full,
been pillaging and
we could
holding
have
up
a full
ports.
story like that.
Hold up the Liverpool docks. That'd be. I thought of an interesting thing though. If you could go back and do a crime, like be a pirate, be like
A rapist,
yeah, that's still a serial killer. It'll be like
a child molester,
like bootleg
like a moonshiner.
I don't know. Yeah, making movies. Like what would you pick?
Well,
But they're the only two I could think of apart from like serial killer.
What, like
grave digger, grave
digging,
robber.
grave robbing?
Yeah,
I'd
that'd be good, wouldn't
I'd throw a hand to them all.
it? You
Have a-
dabble in a few.
Yeah, yeah. If I could,
Should we give one a go? Where's a fresh body? We'll go do some
go to the
grave
yeah, we'll
digging.
vlog that. Laughing in the cemetery, digging, talking to the camera.
What's up, guys? I don't know.
I think it as not to sound edgy, but to be a serial killer in like the Wild West,
Oh, we've talked about this,
yeah.
haven't we?
or even just like Jack the Ripper times. Imagine.
Where you can't.
I'm not saying like to kill people,
Obviously,
but
you
just
don't
the,
wanna
the
go-
aesthetic and the thrill of just like
Being-
being on the
being-
run. Then
Oh, is it being like a baddie in Car? What's the word for them? I don't know. An outlaw.
An outlaw.
in Car.
That's it.
That'd be sick. Like going to like a saloon and like got those things on the back of your. What do they call them? The back of your boots.
Something like it begins with an S, doesn't it?
Yeah, the stooge on the back of back of your shoes. That'd be class.
Yeah, that'd be top drawer.
good. Everything's like gritty, isn't it? No one's washed.
He's got
Ride
like,
town to town,
chinos
and
on.
just like chinos, top man chinos,
poncho.
moustache. Go for like the Mexican look, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to be the pirate though as well, but couldn't
I don't know
live
about
it.
the seas,
I couldn't
though.
live it though. I'd dabble in it like you said. Couldn't.
Yeah.
You're not having any fruit, getting scurvy.
Well, like
You're not
that's
living
why they have
healthy,
lemon.
aren't
They
you?
also have lemons, didn't they?
Lemon
Suck on
juice.
lemons.
You're
Like
not.
I've always sunny. Fucking what's his name? Oh, fuck's sake, I can't fucking remember his name.
What's his name, Simon?
I can't remember. What's his name?
Charlie.
No,
Frank.
the one who's homeless.
Oh,
the big homeless.
oh fuck.
God, what's his name?
I know what you mean.
Oh,
You can-
that's annoying.
I
That.
know what you mean.
He sucks in it, doesn't he?
The Poyles.
No, no.
I know. They're the other two, aren't they?
Yeah, the fucking brothers.
I know. He's got like blonde hair.
Yeah.
They
What the hell's his name?
they always keep fucking him over.
It's like the cockroach, the something. Cricket.
Cricket. Yeah,
Cricket.
that's it.
He sucks in it, doesn't he?
I think you're just having what you eating salted
You're
meat.
just drinking wine and
And
rum
rum.
all the time.
Don't know. Yeah.
Plus, I was thinking about when the alcohol runs out. They're all alcoholics, aren't they? They'd be getting dead agitated.
Yeah,
They'd be
yeah.
like, oh, that'd be horrible to be around anyone. You'd all be like, everything would just annoy you. You'd be like,
Oh, you think they've all got hangovers as well?
trying to like, dead
that-
hot as well.
Yeah, in that sticky heat.
Oh, no. If it was raining every now and then, it wouldn't be that bad. Quick refresher.
Oh, I'd do it for a weekend. Pirating.
Yeah,
for a
give it a go.
weekend.
I'll give it a go. I'll do it as a hobby.
Yeah,
Once
hobby.
a month.
That's it.
Bit of pirating.
Could not live like that. The swaying of the ship all the time
But
while
when
you're drunk
in,
as
like,
well.
Oh, God. You don't know if it's the shit. You don't even know if the ship's moving.
How are you not falling overboard? They must have someone who fell overboard if it's swaying you drunk.
Well, they had like sides to it, didn't it? Big sides. Well, they must. They definitely would have. Massive. They wouldn't even notice, would you, if like someone went missing?
Every other day, someone's gone.
Just seen floating down the big earrings floating down the thing. Yeah, but it wouldn't be a good. It'd
No.
be better for me in like a cooler climate.
You're
That'd be
going like,
alright.
around Europe,
Yeah. Then like the rain would be horrible.
around Scotland.
Oh no,
caught in a
that'd be
storm.
horrible. That one. It's got this freezing cold. But yeah, can't think of any other
What?
things like that aren't like being a serial killer.
I mean, a serial killer.
Like outlaw type things
yeah.
in history.
I can't think of any.
No,
Stealing chickens.
that's just you.
I haven't stolen any
Oh.
chickens.
Wink, wink.
What about being a pimp?
Mm.
No, has that not got the
that'd
edge
just
to
be
it?
like depressing, isn't it?
Gotta be,
Like some like
you gotta be
16-year-old girl.
you gotta be stuck around those girls as well.
just constantly.
Fucking asking you for like money for clothes
I
and
think
shit.
they're all walking around like the hookers on GTA all the time.
Shut up, will you?
Just watch the footy here. What's that film with old Gary Oldman and he's like the pimp?
Leon.
Is
no,
it Leon?
No, he's a cop in that. Where he's the
Oh,
pimp.
God, I can't remember that film at all. I think he's a pimp or it's like a weird drug dealer.
What?
Oh, I don't know.
He's-
That's not much information to go off.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know. I didn't plan that far ahead.
Just naming a random film.
Yeah, because the way he's the pimp is like dead funny.
I can't
He
remember.
says like the N-word all the time as well.
What?
He says like the N-word all constantly.
Does he?
And obviously he's not black. It's just like weird.
I can't remember.
Oh, I don't know.
I would like to be a moonshiner. That would be funny. Bootlegger on the
Yeah, that would be because you'd be going to bars all the time when you're meeting
Yeah.
people. Yeah, I have some of this.
speakeasies. You don't open your own speakeasy in your shed. Everybody coming in, getting
Make
drunk.
it, have it.
Banjo music.
You need to do it. We were on about making
Yeah, we'll make
stooge juice.
we'll make
what
some
do we call it?
stooge shine.
I'm down for that. That'll be well good.
Blow up the
I
place.
think you should do one of these when you're just like make stooge shine. Get hammered and make one of these.
And record it.
Yeah.
Talk about
But
anything.
I just think don't have a subject. Just fucking go
Well,
off.
we'll just all be. We'll just forget what we're talking about. What was that?
No, have a few
I
topics.
can't remember that.
Have a few topics. You know, it's like you keep coming back.
To one thing and it just derails instantly to something
No, so
else.
you talk about I don't know, like what's going on, current affairs.
Yeah, we could do No, don't not this.
And then you go to like I don't know, some mad stuff in there. I don't fucking know. It'd just be funny.
Yeah, we'll get to that when it.
It's just full of vodka. That's drinking it.
Well, what do you think, Blackbeard? Yay or nay?
Yay or nay? What? I think he did exist. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he exists. I'm all for him.
You're all
I don't
for
think
it.
he did that bad. Didn't kill many people.
Nah, he's doing something within the times there, within
He's
that
like-
part of the world where it's quite lawless.
Yeah. I'm sure he was like. I'm sure he thought of himself as like Robin Hood, or it was that other one. You know, I said was the gentleman, or you said was the gentleman.
Barnett.
One of
Steve
them, yeah,
Barnett.
some bonnet.
Yeah,
Is it-
so
one of them called. One
is
of
it
them was
Bonnet? I keep saying Barnett.
It's Don Barnett on a fucking ship.
Yeah, it's Bonnet, isn't it?
Captain Barnett. Yeah, it was Bonnet. One of them was called like the Robin Hood.
Yeah.
I think it might have been. I don't know if it's Black. No, I don't know.
They are robbing
But
from they're robbing from serious stuff. They're not just like fucking stopping. They're not just stopping innocent bystanders, aren't they?
No,
They're stopping like government ships.
but I guess
and
it's messing
Navy
up.
ships.
It is affecting the average person, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
If they're robbing all like the supplies, like medicine and flour and shit.
All the
people are
wine.
dying. Like, oh fucking hell. What's your view then?
I think he's all right. He's not that bad.
He's all right, yeah.
Yeah, he's to do all that in them like 3 years as well. I think that's cool. Some people live a fucking lifetime and do nothing.
Yeah. Absolutely zilch.
I don't even want to think about that. Fuck that. Move on.
Yeah, I'm all for him.
Yeah.
Good one though. It's class.
There we go.
Good stuff.
I don't know what his next episode or anything, but we'll deal with that another time.
Yeah. Thanks for having me again.
Oh,
I think it's the third. I don't know.
we'll
Who
have a look.
knows?
Yeah, I'm glad he's enjoyed this. Had a laugh. Remember to check out the socials. Well, it's just Instagram actually. That's
Is it?
yeah, and I barely post anything on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anybody wants to come on, talk about anything or any ideas or any plans or whatever, just message on Instagram. Not the other ones because we don't do anything.
Because it doesn't exist.
Adios. This was brought to you by Merdley Productions.